while you've got your kids planting the peas, hopefully you have other helpers that can work with the rest of the class. We do have tables outside. You could work on this project outside, or you can do it in the classroom and just bring groups out to the garden one at a time. But this way the kids are staying active while other kids are outside planting, and you don't have a whole entire class around one bed, which is difficult to manage. So what seed tapes are good for is for succession planting, and these strips can be rolled up and saved and planted spaced out apart to space out your harvest. So spacing them out 2 weeks apart, then you don't have your lettuce ready all at the same time. You can space them out as you're consuming and hopefully using them up before they go to seed. But for this instance, they're just very tiny seeds, and so it's helpful to make it so we don't have a giant lump of seed in one little area and then nothing in the rest of the garden. So what you start off by doing is making a paste with flour and water. So you add water to the flour that we have in here, and we stirred it around and made it into like a paste, like almost a gluish kind of texture. You take strips of newspaper that I've already pre-cut, and you lay it out for the kids, and they take a toothpick and they use that toothpick to create a dab. A little bit more than that, Jules. You might want to have not too much because it could take a long time to dry, but when you're outside like we are and it's windy, they're going to dry pretty quick. But you also want enough that it's going to adhere the seeds to it. So then you're going to take some seeds. You're going to put about 2 to 3 in each dab that you've created. So we're going to take a couple over here, and we're going to just put them right on there. And so we're going to, I'm going to just give it a little bit more to hold it there. So then we're going to, once they're done, let that dry out. You can roll it into just a nice little roll, and that's something they could take home. We could have the kids make 2, one for planting, and then when they're not planting, one to take home, and it just keeps them occupied and out of mischief while you're trying to get the other kids planting and to keep their interest. Once we're finished with this and it's dried, we're going to go out and we're going to take groups of kids to plant their seed tape in the garden.